Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be looking at a painting by numbers kit that's sent to me by Aanabanana. So what they do is a little bit different. They can take any photo or picture that you want and they will turn that into a painting by numbers kit. So what I asked them to make me a painting by numbers kit of this. Yes, one of my paintings. In the Clouds, I believe I titled this. So yeah, I sent them that photo, and then before long they had sent me this. So we've got our canvas here and all of these paints and a rough sort of photo of what it will hopefully look like. But yeah, look at all of these paints. So one of the things I like about these kits is that there's no mixing involved. It should be very simple, so they've literally gone through and created a paint for every single colour in the picture, which is pretty good. Right, so I haven't actually looked at this yet, so I'm going to do a reveal here and let's just see what this looks like. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. You be gone. Right. We don't need that. Nice canvas, there we are, with a pattern on it, and paints and paint brushes. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it looks like these should do the job pretty well, and if I get bored with one set I can use the other set. I'm not sure if this indicates how long they're expecting these paintbrushes to last, but we'll see. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that is for me to get my head down, get started on this, and do some time-lapsey magic. Okay, thank you, intro Carrie, and now over to me, voiceover Carrie. And I would like to say first of all that this is a kit that was just sent to me. It's not a sponsored video, so I will be giving my honest opinion about this. And spoiler alert, the end result was not fantastic. But if you want to stay and watch a car crash happen in slow motion, then by all means do that. No, well, in fairness, I did intentionally choose an image that would be difficult to turn into a painted by numbers kit. So the way, as I said, the way this works is that you send Aanabanana just any photo that you like, and they will turn that into a painted by numbers kit. So I chose a photo of one of my own paintings that had lots of very subtle changes in hue and value and very misty, kind of cloudy, fluffy, organic shapes to it, which are all very difficult things to turn into painted by numbers kit. Because I've had a little look into this myself actually in the past. I had a little look into making my own painted by numbers kit, so I have a slight insight into the process involved, and that is the first thing I want to say, is just that it's a very labour intensive process. I mean, even you can cut corners with certain automation systems, but even then, yeah, it's quite impressive that they will custom make a kit for you, a one-off kit just from your photograph. So this kit is a 40 by 50 centimeter kit. I think it's their premium, because there was 39, hang on, 36, 37, yeah, 39 paints in total. I think their premium kit goes up to 42 paints, just to give you some context. And the paints themselves were well, they're not the most fun to use in the world, I mean, I'll be honest, but it is by the very nature of painted by numbers kits that they have to be very, very opaque, basically, to cover over the lines and the numbers with one coat. Otherwise you'd have to be doing several coats over every single cell, and it would be a pain. So for that reason, it's basically like painting with Tipex. Like I say, I don't want to detract too much from the kit for that, because it is, like I said, the very nature of painted by numbers kits that it kind of you need to have that kind of paint. Weird things with it though was the colours would change very rapidly. It was bizarre. I've never seen paints change colour quite so quickly. So you'd put them down one colour and then instantly they'd go very, very like a dark version of that colour. And if you use any kind of water to try and make the paint flow a bit more smoothly off the brush, which you would do actually, it would work very well. Just if you're struggling getting the paint to flow off the brush, just a tiny dab of water on the end of the brush will do wonders. But then it completely changes the colour of the paint, which is a bit bizarre. And yeah, I'm sure you can see the colours that are going down are not quite what they should be. I mean, this main huge background area should have been a pretty much black, but it's come out as this kind of greeny, fairly light grey. And I'm assuming that's just because, so I'm not sure. The colours are they've either got thousands of colours that they have available to choose from, but I think what is more likely is they mix their own colours, and I guess occasionally it's a bit of an unknown quantity when you mix paints together. They're not going to go down quite as they should do, because that is the magical mystery of paints. Oh, tea. It's morning here. It's first thing I'm doing in the morning, having a cup of tea and recording my review. So I guess these are things to bear in mind if you're looking to get a kit yourself. Then make sure you choose a photo that doesn't have very the colour. For some reason, if the colours are very important, that it stays exactly the right shade of colour, then it might not work so well. And also, if you need something that's where the very, very fine details are very important to make the image work, then maybe that won't work so well either. So try and bear that in mind if you're choosing a photo for your own kit. Then these are sort of the limiting factors that you need to take into account, just because of the nature of what it is. Like I said, it's these are handcrafted painted by numbers kits, and it's a very labour intensive process, not just making the templates but also making the paints, I guess, as well. So all in all, actually, I think it's quite reasonable. The prices on the website I've had a look seem quite reasonable for the time and effort that goes into making these kits. And I can totally see if you chose a wedding photo, or a photo of a family pet, or a holiday that you had very fond memories of, or gave it as a gift to somebody. I can see somebody quite happily sitting down and painstakingly filling in all of these. And so what if it's not absolutely perfect? It's not the point. If it's something that's that really means something to you, an image that really it sparks a happy memory for you, then it doesn't matter if it's not exactly photorealistic. That's not the point. It's so yeah, I can totally see somebody really enjoying many hours. By the way, this service that I provide to you, this took me between, I looked over the footage, it took me between 13 and 14 hours, and that was me rushing. So yeah, can you imagine what I was going through when I knew this wasn't really going to look particularly good at the end of it, and I was just kind of rushing through it just to get this video out to you guys. For 13 and 14 hours, it was so the way to do this, obviously, is, in a real world scenario, you'd give it to someone, or you'd have it yourself, and you would just do a couple of hours every so often. You spread it out over a month or two, and really enjoy the process of just filling in every single little block and cell and slowly building up this image. I didn't have that luxury. I needed to get this done within a week, really. To get the video out to you guys. So yeah, not quite as fun for me. But the brushes, by the way, were terrible. I tried using the brushes that came with the kit for as long as I could. About halfway through I gave up and started using my own brushes. If you're going to be spending 13 or 14 hours painting this, like in total over a couple of months, go down to a craft shop and spend a couple of quid on a decent brush. It will make things so much easier. And you know, the brushes that are supplied with these kits are never very good. You don't expect them to be. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, overall, I would definitely recommend one of these kits. You know, if it's, as long as you're careful with the image that you use to have the kit made with, and don't go, you know, too overly detailed with it, then yeah, it can totally be a really fun way of whiling away quite a lot of time. And there's lots of options for different sizes and different tiers with different numbers of paints available. So. And yeah, I would say overall they're pretty reasonably priced for considering it's such a labour-intensive process to create these kits. So yes, a thumbs up, a Carry thumbs up. Oh, and if you are interested in buying a kit, then use the code CarryJacobsArt at checkout, and you'll get 5% off your order. So links and all that will be in the description below. So check those out if you're interested. So yeah, in other news, you might notice I haven't uploaded a huge amount this month to YouTube, and if for anybody who follows my Instagram page, it's CarryJacobsArt on Instagram. There's details below, by the way. You will notice that I've gone a bit crazy on the uploads on Instagram, and it's quite a different style to what I've done in the past. I want to sort of cover this in my next video, probably in a week's time. Where I will go over what I've been doing over the last month and the slightly different direction I've taken with my art and reasons behind that, and where I'm going in the future, and I've got a couple of exciting plans that I may or may not reveal, depends on how things pan out in the next week or so. But yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm quite excited to have a chat with you guys about that. So yeah, there's a little teaser for you. But for now, I guess I've got to carry on finishing off this bloody... Well, I don't have to. My past self, that you're watching right now, has to carry on finishing off this kit. I can just smugly watch because I know I've already done it. I've already gone through the pain. Ha 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 ha. Moron. Look at him. Carrying on. One cell after the other. Yeah. Anyway. Right, we're just about wrapping up here, so it's time for me to go off and hand back over to Piece to Camera Carry, my outro version of myself, which is the past version of myself because I recorded it before I'm recording this. Just, you know, shut up, Carry, carry on. Right. Well, that is done, and I've gone away and put it in a nice little frame, and there we have it, one completed painting. I'm just going to put this up here because I don't have anywhere to hang it, so hopefully that won't fall over and break. Yeah, so not an exact copy of the original painting, but you know, it was fun to do. And if it was, you know, if you chose your kind of source photo, your source image a bit more carefully than I did, it'll probably work out a lot better. But anyway, Aanabanana.com, go check them out, link in the description below, and remember to use CarryJacobsArt at checkout to get 5% off your order. But anyway, for me, that's all I've got time for, so until next time, cheerio.
It's the way you choose to live your